Concussions are just the worst injury to deal with, and what the Columbus Blue Jackets' Jakub Voracek is going through right now is just horrible to see. He spoke to the media briefly, updating everyone on his well-being, and if you aren't familiar, he's been out since November 4th after getting high-sticked in the nose in a game against Colorado, and he actually confirmed that he'll be out for the full year with concussion-like symptoms. Voracek said that he's had about 7 or 8 documented concussions over his NHL career, adding that he's probably had a few smaller ones along the way. This probably won't get as much coverage as it should, as Voracek isn't really a star, but knowing a few people close to me who have suffered from concussions, I can attest to how frustrating and scary of an injury they could be. If you look at some of the checks that Voracek has taken over his career, there's no doubt he's been the victim of some nasty hits from behind and getting caught with his head down a few times. I think the scariest part of his last concussion is that it wasn't from a brutal hit, it was just from a simple high stick, meaning of course that he's probably incredibly vulnerable to any hit to the head. While the game has done a good job at cracking down on some of these predatory hits, the current NHL moves so fast, you'll inevitably have some brutal collisions. There's now the discussion that players don't know how to properly protect themselves heading into the boards, and this is partly because of the game just being far less physical than it once was. With this shift to a less physical game, some players aren't anticipating or used to that extra shove from behind, and the results can end up being pretty nasty. In recent years, we've seen some players deal with these lingering concussion symptoms, and it has completely derailed their career. Take Nolan Patrick as an example. A highly touted pick who suffered concussions early in his career before gaining any footing in the NHL, and now there's no sign of him returning. It's known that it's easier to get another concussion once you've already had one, and if you don't take the time to properly recover, it can ruin your life. That's why I'm glad to hear Voracek is taking some time away to get better and reassess what's truly important to his life. When you play this sport, you inherently accept the risk that you might get hurt, but no one should have to deal with the long-term effects of a brain injury. Anyways, I want to make this quick video because it hits home with me. Let me know if you think the NHL is doing enough to prevent concussions moving forward. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.